Let's be honest, trying to navigate relationships today can be, well, a lot. It's one of the trickiest parts of modern life. So today, we're going to talk about a new tool that's designed to help you do it safely. It's an app and it's called Cray. Okay, real talk. Have you ever had that little gut feeling that something was just a bit off, but you ignored it? Maybe you really wanted to believe the best in someone, or, maybe you've watched a friend stay in a situation that was so obviously toxic to everyone on the outside. Yep, most of us have been there. And the thing is, the stakes are higher than ever. It's not just about getting your heart broken anymore. In just the last few years, people lost $1.3 billion to romance scams. The dangers out there, emotionally, financially, and even physically, are very, very real. So how do you even begin to build something to fight back against all this? Well, in this case, the idea wasn't cooked up in some corporate boardroom. It was actually born from a really intense personal crisis. This right here, this is a promise from Cray's founder, Justin Smith. And he wasn't some relationship expert or a therapist. He was just a regular guy who survived an incredibly destructive 8-year relationship that, in his own words, nearly cost him his life. He talks about being completely blindsided, realizing the person he'd trusted for almost a decade had been manipulating him the entire time. The psychological and emotional fallout was so bad, it actually led to a life-threatening health crisis. And it was from that wreckage that he decided, okay, I'm going to build the exact tool I wish I'd had, something that could give you an objective look when your own emotions are clouding your judgment. So that's the why. Now, for the crucial part, how does it actually work? Well, the core of the whole app is a feature designed to systematically spot those warning signs we all so often miss. It's called the Cray score. Now, the Cray score isn't just some simple checklist. It's a smart, weighted assessment that's based on your real, actual experiences with someone. It looks for patterns across more than 70 different research-backed red flags, all neatly organized into 18 distinct categories. The whole system starts by looking at the very foundation of any connection. Things like honesty and transparency. Do they have a habit of telling little white lies? It checks for consistency. Do their actions actually line up with what they say they're going to do? And it even looks at their conflict resolution style. Like, do they shut down or just start blaming you when you disagree? It's all about gauging that basic reliability and emotional stability right from the start. Next, the score dives into behaviors around respect and control. It measures specific manipulation tactics, like maybe making you feel guilty just to get what they want. It tracks signs of gaslighting, where someone twists things so much you start to question your own memory. And it looks at jealousy and possessiveness, like trying to control who you hang out with. These are those really critical signs of a controlling dynamic. And finally, it gets into the deeper stuff, like compatibility and potential for harm. This includes measuring empathy. Can they actually consider your feelings? It looks at sexual respect. Do they truly understand and honor consent? And it even evaluates financial behavior, flagging things like a constant need for loans or being super secretive about money. The system takes all these factors, weighs them, and gives you a really clear risk assessment. But Cray is designed to be way more than just a behavioral assessment. It's really a full safety toolkit, giving you a bunch of different ways to verify and check in on a new connection. The app actually combines 4 main tools to create this really comprehensive safety net. You've got the Cray score, which we just talked about, but then there's also the schemer score, catfish check, and offender check. So let's just quickly break down what each of those does. First up, the schemer score. This one is specifically designed to spot patterns of exploitation. It really hones in on behaviors like love bombing just for personal gain, creating a false sense of urgency, or lying about their situation to get money, sex, or something else. It's basically built to flag intentional deception. Next, there's catfish check. And this is a super powerful, super practical tool for online dating. You can just run a phone number through it to check its fraud risk, which helps you verify that the person you're talking to is, well, who they say they are. It's a great first line of defense against those identity-based scams. And finally, offender check. This tool gives you a totally confidential, private way to search official state sex offender registries. It's a really straightforward check that screens for serious, documented physical safety risks before you ever agree to meet up. So when you put all of these pieces together, what's the big idea here? It's really about making a shift from being reactive to being proactive about your personal safety. I mean, think about it. Most of the safety measures we're used to are reactive, right? They're for when something has already gone wrong. Cray is designed to work in the gap before that happens. It's all about identifying risks up front, not just responding to harm after the damage is done. And this whole proactive approach, it isn't just for dating. It's actually incredibly useful for pretty much any situation where you're meeting someone new. I'm talking about choosing a roommate, meeting someone from an online marketplace, or even just vetting a new connection on social media. It's really important to get this. The goal here isn't to make you paranoid or to make you distrust everyone. It's the exact opposite, actually. It's about giving you objective information so you can trust your own decisions and move forward with clarity and confidence. So it kind of leaves you with this question to think about. In your own life, with your brain's natural blind spots, and your totally normal desire to see the best in people, what subtle patterns of behavior could you be missing right now? The idea behind Cray is pretty simple. Know sooner so you can date better. If you want to check it out for yourself, it's available on both the App Store and Google Play.